Hi guys, welcome back to this new video. So if you're new here, my name is Karina. I am a student at Lanzhou University and I'm in my final year now, and I have been approximately living in Lanzhou for the past 7 years. So this video is part of the series that I've been doing for new students coming to Lanzhou University. But even if you're just coming to China in general, a lot of this will, I think, still apply to you. So this is episode 3 of that series. In the last episodes, I went through everything about your first week, all of the admin stuff, registration, visa, medical check, yeah, all of that. Now that all of that is out of the way, I want to talk about something a little bit more practical: the apps. What are the must-have apps when you come here in China or in Lanzhou? Because here your phone is basically how you do everything: paying and moving around, ordering food, even the smallest things go through apps. And when you first arrive, maybe these things might be a little bit confusing for you, so that's why I decided to do this video. So in this video, I'm just going to show you the top 10 of the apps I actually use all the time, the ones that I think really makes your daily life a little more easier. So let's get going. So starting with the most obvious one, VPN. Right now, I am personally using a paid VPN called Shadow Rocket. I pay around 39 yuan per month for this VPN, and I use it on all of my devices, so that means both on my phone and also on my laptop. It's very fast and super convenient, and it basically allows me to access all foreign apps without any exception, and you can also switch between servers. Most of the time it works really good, but sometimes it can hang or just stop working for a bit. And when that happens, I usually switch to my backup, which is the free VPN called VPNify. I think I briefly mentioned it in the first episode of this series. So VPNify also works pretty well, but since it's free, it's definitely slower to connect, and sometimes it just doesn't connect at all, which can be a little bit annoying when you actually need it. So overall, if you can, I would still recommend going for a paid VPN. It's just like more stable, faster, and way more convenient for daily use. And the next app is WeChat, which I think is probably one of the most important apps in China. So WeChat is kind of like your main app here. At first, it looks like just a messaging app. You can text, call, post updates, all of that. But what makes it really important is the payment system. So you can link your bank account directly to WeChat and use it to pay literally for everything, like for food, transport, shops. Basically, anywhere you go, you just scan and pay with WeChat Pay. It also connects to transport system. Once you register your information, you can open a virtual bus or subway card for you. So you don't need to buy tickets. You just scan and go straight in. And over the past few years, WeChat has become way more than just messaging and payment. They started adding a lot of features like short videos, almost like reels, where you can scroll and watch content. But I think the biggest thing is the mini programs. This is where WeChat becomes almost like an all-in-one app. You don't even need to download other apps sometimes, because they just run inside WeChat. For example, things like package tracking, delivery services, or even ordering drinking water. I personally use one of those mini program for that. You can join a meeting directly inside WeChat and many others. So basically, instead of having a lot of separate apps, WeChat kind of brings everything together in one place, and it works surprisingly smoothly most of the time. And we are moving on to apps number 3, which is Alipay. This one is mainly a payment app, but it also does a bit more than just paying. For example, if you use it for online shoppings, you'll also get notifications for package deliveries directly in the app, so you can track when your orders arrive. Compared to WeChat, I feel like Alipay is a bit more international friendly because you can actually link certain foreign cards like Visa card, which makes it easier if you don't have a Chinese bank account yet. With WeChat, this is more limited, so Alipay tends to be what some international students rely on more in the beginning. I am not 100% sure about all the exact differences, but this is just something I've noticed from friends who didn't have a Chinese bank card yet. They often found Alipay easier to set up and use at the start. And just like WeChat, you can also use it for a lot of daily things beyond payment, like transport, bike sharing, and different mini services built inside the app. So it's not just a wallet, it's kind of becomes like a daily used platform as well. And the next apps are Ele.me and Meituan. These are delivery apps. So these two are pretty much the same in terms of what they do, but personally, I mostly use Meituan. So what I use Meituan the most for is food delivery and groceries. You can basically order anything you need, like meals, snacks, supermarket items, and it gets delivered to you straight to your door and very fast. It also has a pharmacy section where you can order medicine, and from what I've seen, there's even an option to consult a doctor before buying in case you're not sure what you need. But honestly, most of the time, I already know what I'm buying. Like I mostly buy like painkillers or something for a cold or a flu. So I've never really used that consultation feature myself. And for food, it's very straightforward. You just search what you want, place the order, pay, and it's usually gets delivered in less than 30 minutes, depending on how far the restaurant. It's actually very fast and convenient. You can also book hotels through Meituan, but I personally don't use that part. I've never used it. From what I've seen, it's not always very foreigner friendly because some hotels still don't accept foreigners as a guest. So for hotels, I usually use trip.com instead, which works much better for that. And app number 5 is actually my favorite navigating app called Tenxun Map, or like Tenxun Ditu in Chinese. Honestly, this one has never gotten me lost, and that's probably the best way I can describe how reliable it is. So basically, it's your main navigation map here in China. At least it is mine. You just type in the place you want to go, and it gives you all the options: how to get there by bus, which exact bus to take, metro routes, driving, cycling, or even walking. It shows you the estimate time for each option, so you can choose whatever works best for you. What I really like about the app is that how accurate it is with timing. Like when it says 20 minutes, it's actually very close to that. Even bus arrivals and walking routes are very reliable in my experience. It also updates live traffic and transport information, so if there's a delay or a change, it adjusts the route for you automatically. That makes it really useful when you're moving around the city and don't want to think too much about directions. So yeah, for me, this is the app I rely on the most when it comes to getting around. And I've never really had issues with it, and it just makes navigating really, really stress-free. And the next app I want to share is called 58 Tongcheng or 58 Tongcheng. I don't know the English name. This one is kind of an underrated app because even me, I only really discovered it a few years ago. It's mainly known for house hunting, but it actually has a lot more on it. Like buying and selling secondhand items like cars, job listing, and different local services. The main reason I used it is for apartments. I first used it about 3 years ago when I was looking for a place, and more recently I started using it again after I came back from my trip in December, when I had to move out of campus because of new arrangements that the university had, and I was able to find my current studio within about a week. So if you're consistent with it, it can really, really work out. What's useful with this app is that you can contact agents or landlords directly, and there are a lot of listing updated daily, so you have many options to choose from. You can also filter by price, location, type of apartments, and things like that, which makes the search also easier. Now, I am not going to lie, it's not always easy as a foreigner, especially here in Lanzhou. A lot of landlords don't want to rent to foreigners, sometimes because they've never done it before and don't want to deal with the police, registration, and sometimes for other reasons. So you do need to be ready for that. For example, when I was searching, I was messaging around 20 agents a day, and maybe only one would consider renting to me. So it can take time, but it's definitely still possible if you keep trying. Another way I use this app is for services like repairs. So basically, recently I've been using it quite a lot because my fridge has been acting up. You can find technicians directly on the app, and usually they charge around 20 or 30 yuan to come to your place, check the issue, and then give you a price for the repair. You can as well find other services there like cleaning, moving help, or even small jobs. So it's actually a pretty useful app to have once you start living, if you decide to live off campus. Now, moving on to the study side of things, since this guide is mainly for students, the next app I want to introduce is called Playco, which is basically my go-to Chinese dictionary. It's very practical and honestly one of the apps I use the most when it comes to studying Chinese. It's an English-Chinese dictionary, so you can search in both directions, either from English to Chinese or from Chinese to English. One thing I really like is that you can draw characters if you don't know how to type them, and it will recognize them, which is, I think, very useful, especially at the beginning. You can also use the camera to scan text and translate it directly, which helps a lot when you're outside or reading something you don't understand. The explanations are also very detailed and usually gives you multiple meanings, examples of how the word is used, and even different contexts, which makes it easier to actually understand the word instead of just memorizing it. It also shows a pronunciation with pinyin and audio, so you can hear how the word is supposed to sound, and you can even save words into flashcards if you want to revise them later. So yeah, if you're learning Chinese, this is definitely one of those apps you would want to have on your phone from day one. Next app is called Chaoxing. This is an app we actually started using a lot back in 2020 during COVID when everything moved online. Even though classes are no longer online now, the app is still used by many university, and here at Lanzhou University we still use it as well. These days, it's mostly used for study materials. For example, during my first year of master's, when we still had a lot of classes, some teachers would upload lecture slides, readings, and other material there. They also sometimes use it to assign homework, quizzes, or even like small tests. And that your Chaoxing account is usually connected to your university. You just need to register with your phone number and then log in using your student ID and password. Once you're in, your courses are normally already linked to your account. And at the beginning of the semester, teachers usually show you how to use it if you're new or if you've never used it. So you don't really have to worry about figuring this out by yourself. Another thing is that the app can also track things like attendance, participation, or assignment submissions, depending on how the teacher uses it. Some course even requires you to check in during class through the app. I personally haven't used it much recently. The last time was around 2023, 2024. So they might have added more features since then. But overall, it is still a pretty important academic app to have as a student here. And moving on to app number 9, which is DeepSeek. Since we're really in the AI era now, this is one of those apps that can be useful both for everyday life and studying. Basically, DeepSeek works very similar to ChatGPT. You can ask questions, get explanations. It also can help with writing, translations, pretty much anything. But the big advantage is that you don't need a VPN to use it. Yeah. And honestly, that makes a huge difference because your VPN is not always going to work perfectly all the time. So having something like this that works directly is very convenient. I personally find myself using DeepSeek more often than ChatGPT these days, especially for quick questions or when I don't want to deal with turning on my VPN. And it's also really useful for studying. You can use it to explain concepts, help you understand reading, summarize text, etc. It works well in both English and Chinese, so it's also helpful if you're trying to understand Chinese materials. Another good thing is that it's pretty fast and straightforward. You just open it, type a question, and get an answer right away. No extra setup is needed for this one. So, yeah. And the last app I want to share is the Lanzhou University app. As the name suggests, this one is specifically made for students at Lanzhou University, and it basically brings together everything you need for campus life in one place. One of the main things you'll use it for is your timetable. You can check your class schedule directly on the app, as well as your exam results. So academically, it already covers the basics. It's also connected to your student card, which makes it really useful for daily life on campus. You can top up your balance through the app and then use your student card to pay for things like food in the canteen, printing, and other services around campus. Yeah. Another useful feature is the Wi-Fi management. As I mentioned in the previous episodes, you usually get around 30 GB of Wi-Fi per month, and through the app you can track how much you've used, and if you run out you can also top it up directly from the app. It also has other small features like campus announcements, notices from the school, and sometimes updates about events or changes. So it's kind of where a lot of official information shows up. So as a student at Lanzhou University, it is a must-have app. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope I didn't bore you too much with all of this information. So those are the 10 apps that I use the most and I think are the most useful apps on my daily life here as a student. So if you're coming to Lanzhou University, you're definitely going to use most of these, and even if you're going somewhere else in China, trust me, these apps will still be part of your daily routine. If you haven't watched the previous episodes yet, especially the one about your first week and all the admin stuff, go check that out, because this whole series is meant to guide you step by step from before you arrive all the way to settling in here in Lanzhou University. And I still have more coming in this series. So if there's anything specific you want me to talk about, just drop it in the comment section. And yeah, don't forget to like the video if it helped you. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would really highly appreciate that. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.